It's going for oh, here he comes, Ishmael.
What's up, everybody? Clap it up for yourselves. Clap it up for yourselves being in here. I like how this bar like got the weirdest seating ever. You know, like she can't even enjoy the show. She just like, oh, I hope he's funny. This is crazy. She's like looking straight. Is he funny? She's like, friends like, oh, he's pretty good. It's pretty good. Man, you ever have somebody tell you look like somebody, but it's not like a famous person? It just be like a normal motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And a friend told me I look like somebody. He's like, yo, Ishmael, you know who you look like? I was like, who? He said, man, you look like Carl. I was like, wow, okay. Just a Carl. That's a basic bitch name. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just told me I was a basic bitch without like telling me. Thing was, is he gave me no last name, so I didn't know who the fuck he was talking about. You know? Like, there was no Carl Green, no Carl Brown, or nothing like that. You know? So now, like, I'm walking through the streets of New York looking for a black dude that looked like me, hoping his name is Carl. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, bro, your name Carl? He's like, nah, my name is Earl. I'm like, damn. Now I'm racist in some way. You know what I'm saying? Like, somehow. I had a different friend try to low-key roast me though when he told me I looked like somebody. He told me I looked like an occupation, which kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, you know? He was like, bro, you kind of look like a black history teacher. I was like, what? Word? You ever felt so offended you don't even have a comeback? I was just like, wow, okay. Black history, okay, I hear you, my guy. I was mad because I went home and I looked myself in the mirror and I was like, damn. I do look like I know everything about the civil rights movement, you know what I'm saying? Like just like minute details, you know what I'm saying? Like it was hot on that bridge and so wow. Dr. King was fucking these hoes, you know what I'm saying? Like it was wow, it was crazy. There's somebody know black history, that's cool. I like being here. I like being in New York. You guys, all New Yorkers, we New Yorkers in here. Clap it up if you are. That's cool. That's half the audience. We're good. I like being in New York. I live in the Bronx, so pray for me, please. Living in the Bronx is crazy because like a thing I like about living in the Bronx is that nobody wants to come and visit you. You know, nobody. Like if we were friends, like Miss, if we were friends, and I was like Miss, I live in the Bronx, you should come visit me. You'd be like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard too much about y'all on the news. I'm okay. Social media does not represent us correctly, you know? Thing is, though, living in the Bronx is a little rough because, like, you can make a regular choice and it can be life-changing, you know? I made a choice of just going into a McDonald's the other day and I almost lost my life, to be honest with y'all. I knew I was about to lose my life because I took 5 steps in and it was a man cursing out the entire establishment, you know? Like, and it was too intense. It was like robbery intense, you know? Like, I walked in and he was just like, if I don't get my motherfucking McChicken, I'm slapping the shit out of everybody in this fucking McDonald's. And I was like, sir, I just walked in here. Like, why do I have to get slapped? You know what I'm saying? Like I just got here. I'm trying to fuck up my life just like you, bro. Like, don't do this to me, man. And he was too intense. Like he was really cursing this lady behind the bar. He was like, bitch, I'm not fucking playing with you. Give me my McChicken. And I was like, bro, I don't think a McChicken's worth the curse a person out. By the way, just letting you know, like, it was a Big Mac, I'd be like, I get it. I get it. You paid $7.50. Cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand. It's not on time. Cool. But McChicken's $2.19. You're going to jail for $2.19? My nigga, like, I don't get that. Anyway, he was cursing the lady out. And normally, I wouldn't say anything. So I'm from New York. Wouldn't say anything. Whenever someone's cursing out an establishment, they're not cursing you out. They really cursing the people behind the bar out. You know, like behind the counter and shit. And like he was cursing around too much, so I normally wouldn't say nothing, but I intervened this time, you know, because it was close to Black History Month, and the lady behind the counter was a black woman, so I was like, you know what, I gotta say something, I gotta protect her, you know. So I walked over and I came to him correctly up top, right? I walked over and I was like, hey, yo, King, you know? Because you gotta uplift before you like put them down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta like, hey, yo, King, you know, like, you ain't gotta do all of this, you know what I'm saying? It's a big chicken, my guy, like, chill, you know, like, it's gonna come. And he hit me with a question I wasn't prepared with, you know what I'm saying? Like, he hit me with one of these, he was like, yo, you know her? I was like, and there's the thing about me, when I'm scared, like I get way too educated. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why. I should have responded back like, nigga, what the fuck you mean? I know her, son. What you mean, son? What did you saying? That's my sister. You know what I'm saying? I should have said something like that, but I replied back. I was just like, well, I don't particularly know her. But, you know, we're all African American here, my guy. Like, come on now, like, we don't have to do this. This is not biblical, you know, like. And then he was like, but do you know her? And I was like, I'm gonna go to Popeyes, my guy. Fuck my life up with a chicken sandwich. I like living in the Bronx. It's cool, man. We're in our 30s in here. Anybody in their 30s? Okay, nobody. All right, I'm just the only old nigga in here. I got it. Cool. Let me change the question. Is anybody tired in here? Clap it up. You need a nap. There's some 30-year-olds in here. I didn't know that. Okay. Someone hurting, in pain. People like. I like being in my 30s, man. I like being in my 30s. Only thing I hate about being in my 30s is sometimes I have to converse with someone who's 20. Not like in their 20s, like someone exactly 20, you know? When you talk to someone who's 20, you find out real quick that they're stupid. I don't know if you've ever had to do this before. It's just, my nephew's 20, you know, and I'm 32, so it's like, you know, my brother was just fucking young, you know what I'm saying? It just happens. And like, he comes to my house, right? And he was just, like, he came and he was like, out of breath. He was just like, oh man, I got something serious to talk to you about. And I'm like, okay, cool. I think it's like some birds and the bee shit, you know, like, or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, man, lay it on me. He's like, man, how old are you going to be 10 years from now? And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, 10 years from now, how old are you going to be? I was like, why the fuck are you alive, bro? Like, I don't, it's such an easy ass question. You know what I'm saying? Like 10? Like, if it was like 17, 19, you gotta think about it like for a second. You know what I'm saying? You're like, all right, well, let me carry the one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just 10. So like, I tried to throw him off. I was like, yo, man, I'm gonna be old as fuck. He was like, word. So you're gonna be like 57? I was like, get out of my house, bro. I'm sick of that. Thing is about being in your 30s, you learn a lot about yourself. I learned recently that I was ticklish. I don't know if anybody else saying it. It's such a bitch ass thing to be. Sorry. Like I said, I was ticklish. Some of y'all ain't even laugh. Y'all was like, we don't support bitch ass niggas. I will not laugh for a bitch ass nigga. I don't know. He ticklish. Bitch ass nigga. Thing is, I like about being, the thing is, I found that I was ticklish the wrong way. I found that I was ticklish during sex. Which I feel like is the only time that it's not cool to get a laugh. You know what I'm saying? Because like nothing is funny during sex. Unless you're having sex with your partner and they fart during sex. It's the only time it's acceptable to laugh. But it's not even like a real laugh, you know, that's more like a, bitch, you disgusting. You know? Like, you just farted into my belly button. I got little shit particles right here. It's not nice.
Oh my God.
That laugh came from the soul. Somebody had that happen. It was like, yo, she farted right on the jets. Smart Kelly shit. Yeah, man, but like, thing is though, is that like, I was having sex with this woman, man, that's how I found out I was ticklish. She had like, to describe the woman, she had like a really rough voice, you know? I don't know if you ever met like a real New York City woman, you know? Like a real, really, she was here like when Biggie died, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of New York, you know? She had one of these voices, it was real tough, you know, like she had like battle rapper energy voice, you know, like one of the people who slide their feet in their hands when they talk, you know what I'm saying? Like we was starting at, like she had one of them voices where she just would just be like, hey yo, dead ass, my guy, like for real, I love you. And I was like, I don't think that's how love sounds, you know? It's one of them type of voices, you know what I'm saying? I was having sex with her and she was trying to say simple shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was like, yeah, I thought the rough voice was gonna leave the bedroom, but it made an appearance, you know? And she was just like, yo, for real, my guy, for real, I'm about to make you feel comfortable. I was like, actually, miss, I don't feel comfortable. To be honest with you, I feel real scared right now. You don't gotta talk this tough in this bedroom, you know what I'm saying? She's like, what the fuck you mean talking tough, son? I'm out here talking normal, what you saying? I was like, why are you hollering right now? I don't understand why you're talking so loud. So I'm not even fucking talking like, I was like, why are you talking? I don't understand, like, what the fuck is going on in here? So I'm like, I realized, like, women like that, man, like, they real cool, man, you know? But she started touching me in places I wasn't comfortable with. Like, not the butt, that was a butt laugh right there, wasn't it? She touched me in the neck area, and I had never been touched up there before, like, in a sexual environment, so I didn't know how to really respond. I just did what any dude would do, I just started yelling, you know? But she touched me, she was like, yo, I'm gonna make you feel good, and I was like, yo! Don't fucking touch me! She's like, but I'm trying to make you feel comfortable, my guy. Don't do that. I was like, stop talking like that, sir. Like, I realized like the crazy thing is that like the way you know like a woman like that is gonna come, cause like real hood girls, they don't really like, they don't just moan or nothing like that. That doesn't happen. Like the way you know that they about to come is they start throwing up the neighborhoods that they're from. That's how you know like the shit is amazing. Like I was having sex with her, she was like, yo, my God, keep doing that. Yeah, keep doing that. Hit me right there. I was like, okay, that's a little tough, but okay. She was like, nah, for real, yo, with this, yo, for real, like, yo, for real, with this Harlem dick, my nigga, you is giving it to me, son. You're like, for real, like, on this East Tremont dick, you is killing me, my guy. Like, with Riverdale, I was like, I live in none of those neighborhoods. I don't understand at all what you're trying to tell me right now. Guys, I appreciate you guys. If you'd like to follow me online, I'm on Instagram at Funny Guy-ish. Keep supporting the show. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Ishmael Gaynor, everyone. Let him hear it. I'm still laughing when she started barking.